first and foremost, we have two great things that are happening tonight. Money Mike being up here in the booth. What's up, Money Mike?
Not much, man. Ready for this good race?
And if you guys haven't heard, the charity race today helped Edtho, guys. It's going to get done. Edtho is going to get his procedure. We want to say this real quick. Everybody out there who participated, who donated, who shared, who just gave their support. Guys, thank you so much. We want to get that off right off the rip right there. So thank you guys so much. Money Mike, Archangel is in the background. He'll be a little helping. Again, I'll be broadcasting and commentating, so please bear with me a little bit. Money Mike, first time up here in the commentating booth. Great to have you up here. Congratulations to Edtho, and thank you guys everybody again. Money Mike, I'm excited to have you up here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm excited to be up here, man. I'm ready for some good racing tonight. Good tracks. Got Pocono first race. We got Daytona second race. Playoffs. You can't ask for a better night, you know.
I know you and I always banter back and forth a lot on the chats and everything. We always appreciate when you guys jump in. So it is an honor to have you up here. I know you and I have been hanging out a little bit more lately. So it's great to have you up here. Again, Archangel's in the background. What's up, Arch? Guys, he just said it. We're going back to back again, just like we did the other night. Talked to a couple of these drivers pre-race. Boomhauer on a mission tonight. He says, I want some redemption. Won a couple stages at Daytona. Was looking really strong. Tonight, guys, we are on sliders, not a custom setup. How do you approach both of these tracks, Money Mike, on a slider setup?
You want long run speed. You want drafting. You know, drafting's going to be key on both. Track position for sure. Definitely at Pocono. Turn one. I always want. I do the slider that I can run turn one at Pocono the best because that is the trickiest turn of the triangle.
For me, I think I can get through turn one really well. I just got to remember to stay up the throttle, let that car roll through the corner a little bit longer. You don't pick up the gas quite as quick. Turn three, for me, though, if I can hit turn three, great. I know I'm going to have a good lap and get a good drive. Some people diamond that corner, believe it or not. I run that just a little bit higher, make that long straightaway even longer to get a good drive. Everybody's going to have to drive different, especially in the draft. The draft will play effect again tonight, both cars, both series. So if you get damage, you definitely going to have to get it fixed. But here's the thing, guys. Mike, as you well know, Arch, both of these tracks are long enough you can make a green flag pit stop and not go a lap down. So you're going to want to pit with people to keep up with your strategy so you have drafting partners because it will come into effect tonight. But guys, once again, we are Giggity Racing. We are Xfinity. Thank you to everybody today for participating in that the Edtho charity race, man. That was put together on such short notice, and it still happened, guys. I I was speechless earlier, and I just don't know what else to say right now. I know it's hard for me to say that I'm speechless. A lot of you guys are going to give me grief for that, but yeah, guys, it's it's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody out there. Thanks a lot, Boomhauer. Looks like I do have a friend request from him. Just give me one split second. Again, I'm working with Arch. Arch is still teaching me the ancient art of broadcasting on how to do it properly. I try not to blue screen when I don't have to. Got to accept this friend request just real quick so I can make sure we can get in there under this. So if you guys give me one split second, I apologize. Let me get this taken care of. Man, I'm excited for tonight, guys.
Four. You know.
There we go, guys. Apologize for that. Teamwork is a big factor, Money Mike, as you well know. You, of all things, the only people you work with is your fellow teammates. Otherwise, you leave everybody out in the wind for the day and make them put their thumb in the wind. As everybody knows, I call you the hitchhiker for a reason because you straight hung me out to dry one night.
That was a good finish, though.
Yeah, from my view, I definitely had a good rear perspective of following you guys. But yeah, we're going to see a little bit of maybe a lot of it of teamwork working with not only your teammates but other competitors out there. You do want to find those people you are comfortable with. Everybody should be comfortable with facing each other now, but they want to help each other get to the front. But at the end of the day, we are points championship racing. We are every position, every point counts. So these guys might even hang their own teammate out on that last lap to get that win, to get those extra points, if not stage points when it comes down to that, guys.
Which is understandable.
Right now, I feel like Bob Uecker in the movie Major League. I got my companion up here, Money Mike, in the broadcast booth for the first time. And if anybody's ever seen that movie, Bob Uecker talks a lot, and his companion just every now and then puts in one word and says, "Yep." No, it's awesome to have you up here, Money Mike. Like I said, we played a little bit of Call of Duty last night. We've been driving some cars together. I was excited when you said you wanted to be up here in the booth. It's always nice to have a new perspective on everything. But everybody I've ever got to broadcast with, it's awesome to have them there up here too. You know, Robbie, Arch, Mills, Ripper. I've got to do it with Taddy. Noko, I know, wants to get up here. Jake, if you're out there listening, man, good luck tonight. Thank you for the nice, kind words you said to me the other night in a message. Jake said he'd like to come up here in the booth. So it's awesome to be able to be up here. Thank you guys for letting me up here, and it's great to have new people every week and get their perspective because you and I drive different than Arch. You know, you drive different than Robbie, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking to see what you have to throw in tonight, Money Mike.
Yeah, my best. I'm really good at super speedways. I mean, that's just my best that I'm at. So that's why I was really excited to get to call it. I love watching super speedway racing. A lot of people don't, but I love it. I love 200 miles per hour. They're nose to tail, inches away, and the control that they have is just amazing.
And not to mention, we were talking about this earlier, joking around. There was people out there watching the football games tonight. You know, football is a tough sport, but being at 200 miles an hour for 4 hours straight in a race suit, triple layered Nomax suit, in a race car upwards of 150 degrees, not being able to go to the bathroom unless we'll leave that alone. But sometimes if you don't get a caution, your only break is a 15, 16 second pit stop. You know, and the G forces we pull. These guys have to be physically fit and demanded, and that's why I think auto racing is one of the most physically demanding sports and mentally demanding. You have to know where to put your car, and you have to know where to put yourself, and you have to keep that awareness awake at all times, especially tonight at Pocono and Daytona. If a car bumps in front of you, starts spinning out, you have to be able to go where they're not to avoid that wreck. And let's hope we don't see any tonight. Unfortunately, we might, but guys, if we got a preview to come from the custom Xfinity race the other night, tonight's going to be even better on sliders.
Oh yeah, sliders. Everybody's leveled out. There's no advantage with a good setup. It's all who has the best slider chosen, who can drive the best with the slider, and we're going to see some good racing, I believe.
And I like how you said that the slider level does level it out for everybody. Everybody will run a different slider depending upon their comfortability. The other night, too, last night, man, we had some great racing in that truck development race. A couple guys got signed right off the rip. Great racing. Full field at Kentucky. It was so cool to see that many trucks at Kentucky at one time. One of our new participants in Giggity Racing League, Dirt Dog, I got to race some public lobbies with him. He said he's going to pay attention to the chat tonight. So thanks for being here, Dirt Dog. What's up, man? We appreciate you. You're a great racer. Don't worry, man. You'll put that pen to the paper. You're going to get signed very soon with the way you drive, man. So thanks for paying attention tonight, Dirt Dog.
It was a very good race. That was a really good development race. A lot of new faces, a lot of new first-time development drivers, and a lot of administrators were watching. I know Noko was in the chat. He had a couple notes that he took down. We had a couple people racing in the race. Then you had people in the booth, and I think Taddy was even in the chat. So a lot of I think somebody got signed by Taddy last night.
Yeah, I
There was
believe
actually
it.
two drivers picked up last night.
I think three
Yeah.
at the end of the night after that too.
Three?
Yeah, because
Wow.
Trey said he wanted to sign somebody, but he was participating. But I know for a
Oh,
fact
yep,
that yeah,
yep.
but I forget that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that. Oh, well, I know for a fact two got signed. MBM and Boss Attack
Boss
Racing.
attack.
Yep, and but I believe that Trey, like I said, he was going to sign somebody afterwards. He said, "Hey guys, it's so much fun to race, and it's cool to be out there, especially as the captain." He got to mix it up, so not only just watch the racing, but to really participate with these racers, so you really know what you're getting on. So it's cool to see. I mean, we saw Mills last night. We see a lot of these captains jump in these races every now and then, not just watching, but they want their hands on. They want to know how these drivers are going to race. But so I believe three people did get signed. Two I know for a fact, but man, that was awesome. And like you said, Money Mike, so many new participants. At one time, the night before, I had 8 people inquiring. 8 people inquiring. They watched the
Hey,
broadcast.
sorry to interrupt you guys, but they just started qualifying.
Perfect. There we go. Yep, we'll give you the qualifying rundown here in just a second, and we're going to jump into that broadcast. But I know that you run late night with Civic, who was able to join us. He puts together some good lobbies, and majority of those people said, "Hey guys, how can we get a giggity? We keep hearing about this." And they were all there last night, and they all put on a good show. So awesome, awesome development race last night, and let's see what happens tonight on Sliders Xfinity Pocono first race.
Who you got? Who you got as a favorite tonight?
Me,
Ha, I, I'm
Yes.
not going against Boom, man. He's been driving with a lot of passion, man. And when you talk to him and you listen to him in the chats, the parties, the broadcasts, everything, he has been talking real strong this week. He's been putting a lot of practice on these tracks. So Boom's one I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be hard to go against Pendle though. It's really hard to pick against Pendle or Jake. Honestly, in this series, there's a lot of good drivers, man. But I think I'm gonna go with the guy that won here in customs. I'm gonna go with Jake to win Pocono, and I'm gonna go with Boom to win Daytona afterwards.
All right.
I'm not going to be too far behind you. I got to race with Boom today at Pocono. Um, he got to see a little bit of my bumper. I got to see a little bit of his. He's been working real hard on that turn two. He said that was his downfall. Boom's looking good. Jake always a name to bring up. Pendle. Don't forget about the Australian Robbie out there. So I got my Keystone Cowboy Boom. Got my homeboy Aussie Robbie out there. We got Jake. We got No Pit Pendle. But guys, we have so many talented people that we are forgetting to bring up right now. Just there's so many in this league that I got to pull my notepad
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
yeah. We're
But
not forgetting
so
you guys. Trust
yeah,
me.
we're
It does. You guys don't get forgotten or overlooked. It's just right now as we're
Dark
here
Knight.
ending.
Dark Knight put on a great show the other night. Arch, sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good, bub.
I just think the sliders is they bring everything down to what Money Mike said earlier. That leveling playing field. When you come on a custom, everybody does a little bit of this. They put a little bit of that. They put a little nitro in the gas tank. On sliders, everything comes down. And I like how you said that earlier, Money Mike.
Thank you. I'm gonna go with my picks, and I'm gonna be a little bit biased here because that's who I race with all the time, every night. But I got some long shots. I really think D. Smith is gonna have a real good race at Pocono. I race with him every night. He's been working real hard at Pocono, and I really think Robbie. He won the first race of the year at Daytona. I think he's gonna get another win at Daytona.
Just coming through on the live feed right here. Edtho. There he is. What's up, man? We're so happy for you.
Hey,
Edtho,
buddy.
yeah, if you're out there, obviously you are, man. We appreciate it. Edtho said DSR signed Boss Attack Gaming last night, and he deserved it. He had one heck of a run. Great choice on your guys' behalf. And once again, Edtho, thanks for being in there, man. Great to have you here. And we couldn't be any more, I can't say more proud or happy from everybody at Giggity, man. So great to have you out there, Edtho. I got to give personally Etho a shot too. Robbie helped me get into the commentating, and then Etho he came to me one day and said, "You want to come from drive for DSR?" So I was more than happy to, and they worked something out above my head. Told him I'd be happy to drive for either of them, but if it wasn't for Edtho, personally, I wouldn't even have the truck ride. So thank you, Edvo, for giving me that opportunity, man.
Yeah, because we know you took a heck of a risk on this guy.
No, yeah. I am a big risk. That I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not wild card.
Oh man, we love you, buddy. You know I got to give you some crap, or else you'd think I was mad at you.
Oh yeah, if I didn't get any grief, then I'd be worried.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right, hitchhiker?
That is right.
Everybody out there too today, especially during the Eto charity race. We saw Noko in that pink and black 48. He keeps calling me Pinky Puddin'. Some of you guys over at Team Noko, also dude UK, a lot of people RKM, but I had to give him a little bit of grief too back and forth because I saw a little pink on his car. But again, the camaraderie that we have here in Giggity Racing is outstanding. I love how we can banter back and forth. Yeah, y'all call me Pinky Puddin' now. I call him the Hitchhiker. Arch, I just call you behind me, my rearview mirror. You know, so it's just awesome to have everybody have inside jokes, but at the same time race each other cleanly with each other. Man, it's awesome.
Hey,
Giggity is
speaking of
awesome.
that joke, didn't you come behind me at Canadian Tire, Mr. Road Course guy?
Would you say bye?
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy.
All right, I made there's something I need to work on personally, and I have made this public. My pitch strategy, in my mind, in theory, works out great, but then on paper, not so well. So I did have a good top 6, 7 run in there. Made a wrong pitch strategy. Came out of the carousel, went up that long bad stretch, and then she went puddin', put some fuel in me, and I ran out of fuel. So you got lucky on my mistake there.
I took advantage of your pit strategy. I caught it on. You was pitting a lap too early, and you was going to be a lap short of fuel. And I took full advantage of it whenever you was running 4th place, I believe. And I
You
was
took
on
advantage
fifth.
of me and you didn't give me a kiss on the cheek first? That's inappropriate, Money Mike. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
You should have bought him dinner or something, man. Crap.
Right. That's something I need to work on. I've talked with Robbie about this. Obviously, Shin Motorsports, Noco, they're calling it Shinoko, satellite team of one another. So, Money Mike, I might be relying on you to help me with my pit strategy. Maybe even Noco, a lot of those guys over there too, UK, everybody. If you guys need some help, I need some help pit strategy wise. Road courses, short tracks, I'm pretty proficient at too. A mile and a half, I need better line entry. So I will be relying on you over there a little bit, buddy, Money Mike, to help me out. But my pitch strategy is definitely going to be my main focus, and that came back to bite me at my own track because we went on a
Team
5-day
chat.
vacation. Yeah, team chat. Yeah, we went on a 5-day vacation. I drove 2.5 hours down to Charleston, and I told these guys when I got down on their Friday, I said Monday night, 7 o'clock, I brought my PS4. I have obligations. I was not going to miss the truck race at Canadian Motorsports Park. And guess
You
what?
got beat by a rookie.
Archangel, what are you doing over there, buddy?
Oh, picking on you.
I know. So we're waiting, guys, real quick. Appreciate you guys hanging in there. We are going Pocono Xfinity points racing tonight. Sliders set up. We're waiting. I think qualifying should be coming to wrap up to an end. I just got an invite to Robbie Vidge. Just want to know when we can exactly jump in there. Again, this is my second broadcast. Last night was my first, not first time commentating. So I do try not to blue screen, but I'm going to do my best to not flip through so many cars. Keep up with the action. Money Mike, I'm going to have you help me keep some eyes out there so you know where to go, buddy.
Yes, sir. I'm looking at the the playoffs right now. The top 8, from what I see, we got Robbie, Jackson Strong, Roofer, Woodruff Sport, Trey, Bad For You, Pendle, and Jake. So those are your playoff drivers.
Look at those names. I mean, when I see them in a lobby, it just makes me want to commentate, not race.
They're always in the front. Anytime you go in the lobby, they're always in the front.
We're going to see how this works out. We know a couple people who aren't aggressive by banging people, but they're just aggressive on their car real quick to get up front. Then we know there's a couple people that are very patient and they stay back and then they work their way to the front while people make their mistakes. Do you think some of those people who are more patient are going to be a little bit more aggressive to get to the front to get those points sooner?
I think they're going to run the race. They're going to do what got them to be where they're at now, and they're going to stick to it. Last stage, they might get a little bit more aggressive, but I think your calmer guys are going to remain calm. I really do.
Just an update for you guys. They're gonna send the lobby at 20 after, so we got about a minute and a half until they get ready to bring us in for the race.
A minute and a half of me not talking. Can I do it? I'm gonna let
No,
Money.
you got plenty. You can keep talking.
No,
Ain't
I'm gonna
nobody
let
tell you
Money
to stop
Mike.
talking.
No, we need Money Mike to get. We need him to get some words in here. You got well, less than that now. You probably got about a minute, Money Mike. Fill this
I'm
entire
the,
minute with
I'm your sidekick.
commentaries. No, 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 no.
See, every
Come on,
time he
buddy.
goes to talk, Puddin', you cut him off.
I
That's
know.
why he's not talking.
I just did that. I'm funny. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm just excited for this race. I think it's good racing. I always watch the videos. You always see me in the comments. I leave over 80 comments per race. I'm ready to be up here and actually get to watch it live and have my point of view of what I think's going on. It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited about
Are you sure it's not 88 or 100? Just 80?
it. 80.
80 on the nose, exactly.
Right on the nose, about like my kill count on Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, last night, guys. We got into a lobby. We were putting a smackdown on some people last night. That was good fun, and that was a lot of fun. But we're doing some NASCAR tonight. Again, Archangel, Puddin', Money Mike, at those out there in YouTube world, man. We really appreciate it. Great news for you again. And congratulations again on signing Boss Attacks. Man, I don't know what else to say except for let's get her done.
I got word from I got word on the poll is Jake and Pendle's second, Habab third, starting top three.
Wow.
That's all I know right now just from my team chat. So.
There we go, though. So we appreciate that. That's awesome update. We do appreciate it. Look, your point of view's already coming in. You're being useful, Mike. We appreciate that.
Hey, if you guys can't hear me too well right now, I'm just walking around my room testing the levels of this microphone and understanding where it picks me up from.
Well, at least you explained that, because if I were to hear water dripping in the background, we'd have to say, please unmute your mic while you're going to the bathroom. So, what do you prefer, Mike, of these two tracks tonight? Do you prefer Pocono or do you prefer Daytona?
Daytona all day. Pocono's probably my worst track.
If that's the case, I'll race you there any day then. Come on, buddy.
My worst track is your best track.
I do love me some Daytona, but
Oh, yeah.
it's very hard on a controller at times because of the way the draft is set up, the way the game works. You know, to be stable. Once you get into a rhythm, maybe a lap or two to get there. But of these two, I'm going Pocono. I like that track.
Alrighty then.
Man, your commentary is on point tonight, Mike. We really do appreciate you being up here in the booth.
You got the notice to accept, so we're going to blue screen for a
Thank
second,
you.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not a big talker as it is, so I am a little quiet.
Yeah, but tonight we're going to make you a talker. You're in the commentary
Oh
booth.
yeah. You get a couple.
A couple Harvicks.
Not
I like
talk-
how you put that.
Hey, accept.
All right, guys, we are going to accept these races. There we go, boys and girls. So we are jumping in. We're going to see what this pans out. Like I said, I'm still
I
learning how
didn't
to
get an
broadcast.
invite.
Oh no, Noko, let's go racing, boys. If I would have known that, I would have waited 1 second, Money Mike, to get you in there.
I might be able
I
to.
got an extra invite, man.
Alright.
Appreciate everybody out there. We got Noko, we got Eto, we got Money Mike in the booth, we got Arch in the background, as always. Putting up here with you guys, and we are racing. Look at this good Jake Giroux right up there in front in that blue car. Let me know when you guys get in. I'll try to hold this off as much as I can till you guys get here.
You're good.
We're really slow underpowered. I don't think that's a caution. I think they're going to work on a manual situation here right now to get everybody grouped back up. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to get an update, but Yeah, on the first lap we were going a little bit under speed. No problem, no problem. Hey, Shadowgram, what's up, buddy? How are you, guys? Thanks for joining in, Shadow.
So I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Have you seen the paint schemes of Jake, Robbie, and all of them?
Yes, I have. Yes,
That
I
is a
have.
shout out to our captain Noco. That's his team colors. They got it approved by Taddy. It's an appreciation to our captain for all the work he does with us. Robbie set that up today, so
Very cool, very cool. It's just going to be hard to get accustomed to all these numbers. Or I mean, seeing
oh
all these
yeah.
black and I mean these blue and white cars out here. But we're going green. Money Mike, I'll let you take them into turn one.
Well, I'm not in yet.
Okay, well, I guess I will. Jake's right there. They're going 3, 4 wide. Again, I love this camera angle right here. Let me flip back to it. It's a great one. Following the leader, coming down the strike. Car hard into the back wall back there. Can't see who that is. Bumping and banging a little bit. No
That
harm,
was
no foul.
Woodruff. That was
That is
Woodruff.
Woodruff. Woodruff, I'm not going to tell you what I was going to say because it was a joke between Woodruff and earlier, but I won't say that on air. Woodruff, gather yourself back up. You're a great racer. You're fast. Got stages, buddy. Compose yourself. You can get back up there. Two cars get loose. Coming off of turn 3, not 4 as we go down the fucking... Oh, it's freaking straightaway down here. Apologize for that, guys. We're working on this, guys. Look at this. Cars can get loose. Different lines. People might bump each other. Different throttle responses. You got to keep on going. Going down the long front stretch here, guys. Very long straightaway here.
Trey overtakes Bob for third.
Look at this though, guys. A 2-car breakaway going into turn 1. Remember, this is one of those turns, guys, you gotta really be smooth on and not get into the throttle too soon. And then I personally think between that and turn 3, that's where a lot of tires get worn up a little bit. Believe it or not, even with the
Oh
bacon
yeah.
in turn 1, in my opinion. But look at this. The draft is in effect right here. Jake coming down the backstretch. Money Mike, have at it, buddy.
I'm not good at
D.
this.
Smith is in the picture, guys.
D. Smith's in the pits.
Unfortunate for D. Smith. I don't know if he was wrecked earlier or not. If he was one of those cars in an incident.
He might have lagged out.
Money
Jake
Mike.
and Jake and Pendle pulling away, ain't they? Got Bob. I think he's in. Him and Trey, they're pulling away from the second big pack. Jackson Strong leading the back pack there on I think the back stretch, ain't it?
Jackson Strong, another strong competitor. He's racing with Shin Motorsports next year. I have never actually had the opportunity to outrun Jackson Strong until we just had a fun lobby at Watkins Glen and I beat him. So that was a little high point for me today. Jackson Strong, a very fast competitor, very clean. Glad to have him on board with Shin Motorsports next year. And just like you, I'm going to pick his brain on how to stay fast. And I told him that earlier, and he said, all you got to do is hit the gas.
Jake and Pendle
Go
coming
ahead.
around turn 3 now, I believe. Was that turn 1? Turn 3, yeah, turn 3.
Yeah,
They're
look at this,
pulling
guys.
away.
That is a big breakaway real quick with these guys. Let's check back here
Oh,
in the field real quick with some people. Jumping on board with Trey, one of the new team owners for next year. He's always fast, looking there. Congratulations on your team. Car coming in the inside. That's the 21, another blue and white car. A lot of them out there. Cool to see. Trey goes to the inside. 21 gets it a little loose. Gets it on the high side. Long straightaway, suck in that draft.
Sorry, I had somebody knock on my door. Oh, okay.
While you guys do this, I'm keeping an eye on these leaders as Pendle tried to make a little bit of a move on him, but he wasn't strong enough to get him going down the back stretch, and Jake pulls back out front. And those
Looks
are my
like both.
two early picks to win the race today. I knew they were going to be strong here, and to see them out front is not too much of a surprise.
Looks like Bolt Crusher has a little damage on him.
Jumping on board on that purple car. That was bad for you. One night we got into a late night lobby. I called it the Barney Mobile. No harm to you. No, I don't mean any offense to you, Bad Moon, but bad for you. But that was fun. Got somebody out there in YouTube world. That's Tom Horton. We know him as Dirt Dog. Thanks for paying attention tonight. Pudding for president. Yes, I'll fix this world in 60 days as a president, and I'll take the rest of the time to relax.
Jake, I think Pendle's making a move. Jake signaling that he's going to pit, I believe, unless he got loose. He falls into second, turning around turn 2.
Jumping on board right here real quick with Robbie Vitz right behind my Keystone Cowboy buddy Boomhauer. We talked about him earlier in the pre-race. We were looking for some good stuff. He gets loose. Oh, Robbie gets loose, trying to avoid him.
Ooh. Oh,
Contact made,
somebody in the wall.
unintentional. Robbie into the wall. Oh
Bolt
no.
crusher around. Is
Again,
that being
guys.
out of caution?
Yeah, I don't know
That
if it
is
is.
a
Yeah,
caution.
yep, there it is.
That's
There's
kind
that
of
data
rough for
line
the
flag.
guys that have just pitted, but it'll be a break for some of these guys to get caught back up.
Boomhauer has a little bit of damage on his 18 car.
That's right. I'm famous now, says Dirt Dog. You've always been famous. You proved yourself very well here racing with everybody lately. Thanks a lot. Shadow Grim, what's up,
I
buddy? Signed by RJ Smitty. Breaking news: RJ Smitty did sign Shadow Grim. Congratulations, Shadow.
I seen Woodruff in the pits a couple laps ago, so maybe that will help him make up ground. I do not know if he got lapped. Like you said, this track is big. You could make a pit and not be lapped.
Yeah, and that's a good advantage. So checking on board with my buddy back here, Woodruff. A little bit of damage. Hopefully he's going to get that fixed. We're going to say what, Mike? I'm going to let you have it.
Rack him and stack him. Let's go.
Woo! I love that.
You like
And
that
there
saying,
it goes.
huh?
It looks like Pendle has the lead in the inside. Jake on the outside. Jake side drafting him to start.
Look at this,
Jake's
guys.
getting
3
a
white
run.
blue cars up
Three
front.
wide.
3
Looks
white,
like
you're right.
Habab in third. Oh, there he goes. Jake's got the outside line. Pendle's holding the bottom strong. He's got the speed on the bottom. Jake is close to the wall. Don't look like he scraped it. Pendle's going to get in the lead, and everybody's going to get behind him to draft. Everybody's starting to fall into line as we turn into turn 2.
That's a great turn 1 by everybody, especially
That
in this.
was.
Yeah, it's very difficult as we see them 3, 4 wide back there in turn 2. Cars get loose. Cars going into the back. Let's see if we can find out who that was real quick as I flip through again, guys. Yeah, but that was a great turn 1 by all of the guys. Cards fan, that appears to be one of
Cards
those
fan,
guys.
yes.
Unfortunate for him. He is a very strong competitor. On board with the 98 Bolt Crusher. Love me a 98. That was my race number. Go Bolt Crusher. I would like to say you put that 98 up front, baby. Come on.
As they're coming around the turn 1 again. Let's see how smooth it is. They've still got a good pack.
I think that might have been another caution right there. And no, we do
goes
not
in
put
the
swear
stage.
words out there, Dirt Dog. No swear words.
We don't say it either, Puddin.
I know. We're just going to keep on going. I made a mistake. I made an accident. Like I said, it happens every now and then. Believe it or not, I am human.
It's playoff racing. You're excited. I understand.
Stage winner. That was the end of the stage right there.
Oh,
No Pit
stage.
Pendle. Yep.
No
Thank you, Chris
Pendle.
Pendle. Of course, we know who Chris Pendle is on here because his name is No Pit Pendle. Stage winner goes to NPP, as he says. Thanks for that update, guys. I do like your idea, Arch, of having an in-car broadcaster every now and then to give us updates like that. But it's you got to be really smooth and you got to be really consistent because when I start talking, I start falling back. So it's hard for I don't know how some of you guys are, but we're going to go racked and
Bolt
stacked. Take them
Crusher
in.
first.
Yeah, I was just going to say, take them in, Money Mike. I love his paint scheme, too, by the way. Love that
Oh,
red.
yeah. Well, they're coming to turn 1. Let's see how smooth this one is. He's got the inside line. We got Pendle on the outside. Oh, he gets a little below the yellow line. That lost a lot of speed. Pendle takes advantage of it. Here comes the 10 and the 21. Looks like they bumped the
4
wall.
wide.
Pendle might
3
have hit
wide.
the wall. 3 wide on the backstretch. He gets. Looks like he's got a good clear Bolt Crusher in the middle lane. Let's see how he gets his turn 2. Inside lines forming. Who's that in the 18? Is that the 18?
18 is Boomhauer. Boomhauer takes it to the
Boomhauer
lead.
takes the
Boom!
lead.
To the
Bolt
lead.
Crusher in the
Bolt
wall.
Crusher in the wall. Woodruff on the inside. And real quick, guys, obviously being Puddin' Knievel, I am a huge Evil Knievel fan. Not only is that car a 98, it is a red, white, and blue with the gold numbers. I'm going to call that the Evil Knievel
That
paint
brought
scheme.
out a caution.
That is a caution, but that is my favorite paint scheme, minus that whole blue oval on the front. But we can, I'll excuse that fact for a great not custom, but great paint scheme. Love that. I'm going to call that the Evil Knievel. Red, white, blue, and gold, guys. Cool car looking. Mike, I'm going to let you take it away here real quick.
We're gonna rack him and stack him. Right now, do you think anybody makes pit adjustments? They only did 1 lap. Maybe. I don't think nobody would, unless you have damage. Go ahead and get the damage taken care of.
Depending upon where you are on the track, if you want track position, I would definitely pit because you never know when that extra lap's going to come into effect. You guys brought that up in a pre-race. That's what happened to me at Canadian Motorsports Park. That extra lap might come into play, but you definitely want to get that damage fixed. Jackson Strong taking him to the lead. Go, Mike.
He's got the lead. He's on the inside line. Jake on the outside. Boom, I think, is in third. He drops down to the bottom with
Boom's in the
Crusher
black
behind
18 on the
him.
outside. Yep, go ahead. Bad for you right
Oh,
there.
shoot. I am in the back of the pack. My bad.
Boom to the lead on the outside of Jackson Strong. Jackson Strong driving for Shin Motorsports next year. That '99 car raced with him earlier. Bad for you, bad for you in that purple car. Like I said, no offense, bad. That's the Barty Mobile. I'm going to keep calling it that. I still love that paint scheme though. It looks like he's going to make the inside move. Going into turn two, Jackson Strong, great turn two by a lot of these guys. You want to go underneath that yellow line, get that good drive. 160 mile an hour coming off of that turn. Jackson Strong pulls down the straightaway. Boomhauer on the outside.
Woodruff moves into third, passing bad for you.
Guys,
They
this
go
is
three wide, I believe. Wow.
I look at this. We're going to jump on board for bad for you. We're going to see how this comes back here real quick, guys. As how he can work his way back to the front of that 00 on the outside of him makes the pass. Long straightaway here. The draft is in effect. Let off the corner. Roll through there. You want to get down low. Bad for you. A little bit higher, but maybe he's going to get a great drive. On the brake just a bit. Don't touch that wall.
Here comes that bottom line. Holding that bottom. Now they get up the draft. Jackson lost a little bit of time there, but looks like Boomhauer behind him catching his draft. They're trying to follow in behind him. Coming around turn two. Get below the yellow line. Boom had a good run on that. Here comes Boom. I think that's Boom behind him.
Oh! Cars wide, they touch. Yeah, cars touch. It's one of those white and blue cars, one of the no-go cars. That's unfortunate. They're going to keep him going. No harm, no foul for him. He's going to stay. Again, guys, stay calm. No, you get there. We got another stage to go. You're going to get your damage fixed, guys. This is and here we go. We're going to jump over to Boomhauer real quick. Good, Mike.
I'm trying to get to Boom.
On the
93.
93 is Woodruff.
Woodruff coming on the inside lane. We're three wide coming out of turn one. Looks like Woodruff's going to take the lead.
That's a great camera angle right there. Jackson Strong, Boomhauer, and Woodruff all going through the corner at one point in time for the split second. Three wide. We're going to take it down here.
Boomhauer falls into third.
NP Roofer, one of the other guys up here in the booth we talk about a lot. Great to have him in there. Love broadcasting with him. Driving for DSR. Boomhauer makes the move on the inside of that 93. Bad for you. Also making the pass for on the inside of Woodruff. We got another car right there. I'm trying to flip through. I'm trying to give everybody different camera angles. Trying to give you a little bit of be in Puddin's mind for a second. I know a lot of you probably don't want to be there, but guys, they can be fun at times.
That's a crazy place, man.
Bad for you. Got a good run. He's fighting for second with Boomhauer on the inside, coming into turn one. Boomhauer up to the wall. He comes down. Woodruff.
Oof.
Don't look like it took too much damage.
Way to hold that together.
Yes, that was a good save.
Riding
Looks like Bad tried to make a move and block.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Go. No, you're good.
Oh, my bad. It looks like number 11. Is that Pendle? He's back up to third. Boomhauer's sitting in fourth now. Robbie's coming up, passing for fifth.
Robbie did a great job holding on to that car right there, because when Boom comes down, they got together. That was him that was on the
Robbie
bottom.
rubbed up a little bit there. Robbie comes up. Good save, not touching the wall there. Bad comes out on the... Jackson and Bad battling for first.
This is a great view right along with Jake back here.
Car hit the around.
That's NP Roofer. Yeah, Roofer around in that 00. Unfortunate for
Jackson
him.
got loose on the exit too. It looks like the caution will be coming out.
Everybody out there, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but Tom Horton, aka Dirt Dog, wants to know: is peckerhead a swear word? I'm going to leave. I'm going to say, like I put in there, judges say. We'll leave that one up to it.
It's a non-broadcasting term.
Non-broadcasting term. Well put, Art. So there you go. There's your answer, Dirt Dog. Non-broadcasting term. Anything that you wouldn't say on the broadcast, I wouldn't put in a chat on the YouTube. That's just my thing. But Dirt Dog, thanks for being out there, man.
My mindset is that if we're going to treat this as professionally as possible, if it even comes into question, we shouldn't question it.
Is hitchhiker, is that a bad word?
No, that's a good one.
Okay.
Except you can't pick them up on the side of the highways. It's illegal.
Take it, Mike. Come on, buddy. Bring him down to green.
We're racking and stacking. Jackson and Bad coming off on the restart. Jackson got the run right there on the inside. Looks like what? Who's the 18 again?
18 is Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. Third. Jackson got a good inside turn. Ooh, he's below the apron. That's going to lose some speed. Bad's going to get it. Woodruff and Boom's following pretty good together. They was close up. Here comes Badman on the backstretch, pulling the front. They're all single line behind him. Coming into turn 2.
Truffle butter. Truffle butter. Is that a profanity? Oh, guys!
Oh, we got a wreck.
Yeah, we got white and blue
That's
cars
got
hitting
to
each
bring
other.
out a caution.
If that doesn't, it should. Jackson's going to the side of bad for you right here, and I believe it.
And there it comes.
There it is. There's that ugly dandelion. Everybody asks me every now and then, why do you call it a dandelion? Nobody likes dandelion. It's a weed. It's unappreciated, just like a caution flag. Sometimes it happens, okay? Accidents do happen, but that's why I call it a dandelion, because nobody likes a weed.
I like dandelions, and I love weeds.
We're going to leave that one alone real quick since we are on the air, aren't you?
No,
looks like Jake has a lot of damage. He was involved in that wreck.
Guys,
our points leader, Jake.
We're at Pocono, we're Xfinity, we're points racing, we're on sliders. Money Mike, first time up in the booth. Great to have you, Arch, putting broadcasting and commentating tonight. Thanks for everybody out there, man. It's great to have a good crew up here like you guys, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And real quick, man, while we're on this caution, before we go back green and hand it over to Mike, I want to give a shout out, man, Coke fan. It's his birthday today, man. Happy 19th birthday, buddy.
19th birthday? No, first and foremost, yes, happy birthday, but good gracious, you just made Puddin feel older as we go back to green flags, Mike. Happy birthday.
Trying to find the lead. Bob, I think, in the lead. Coming onto turn 1, he stays in the mid lane, drops down low. Coming off, good run on the 98 car. Bad, good little push. He comes back up, gives Habab a push. Gets into the draft with Bob. 98, holding pretty good speed on that backstretch.
98 being the NPP, no pit pendle. 18 being NPP, 18 being Boomhauer. Like I said, these guys with customs every now and then. 4 cars, 4 wide.
Oh, we got bumping. We got turning around.
That
turn 3. Was that turn? That's turn 2. Turn 2.
I don't think that's going to bring out a caution, you guys.
No caution. They're still driving.
Yeah. They
Looks
slowed
like
down
Bob's
Robbie,
still
but Robbie
holding the
managed to
lead.
keep it close to the pack.
Bad's in second on the backstretch. I'm on the front stretch. Coming into turn 1. Bad looks like he's making the move for the lead.
NP Roofer in that 00 Mustang had an unfortunate incident, got right back up here, guys. Look at this, man. 3, 4 wide, going 2 back around. Cars get loose. They're coming off that. Going down the shorter of the straightaways, still fast. Want to be in that draft. Bad for you up there. NP Roofer pushing that 21. 99, Jackson Strong on the inside. 18 of Boomhauer on the outside. Good turn, too. That's a great turn, too. Look at that.
Roofer's got a run on Habab. He's just giving a good push. He ain't making a move yet. He's one of those patient drivers we was talking about.
Roofer was excited to be here tonight. He was in the booth the other night, and he said, I can't wait for Saturday night, just like Boomhauer. But yeah, can't wait to see what Roofer has. Roofer, part of DSR. Everything that happened with DSR and that there today, you definitely know he's driving, and he wants to say, give a shout out to his buddy and give him that checkered flag as they going down that straightaway into turn 1, that long bank turn. Get out of the throttle, roll back into it. Bad for you, still up there, leading the way. 00 MP Roofer. Second place. They touch, they bump a little bit. Jackson Strong to the inside. Cars get loose. Mike, take it.
Bad move coming into turn 3. Like, one second, I gotta get my angle right. It's hard when you try and look at the leader because I try to go through the car fields too.
Yeah, it is a little difficult to get. I've talked about this before. I wish they'd have a little bit better of an option for broadcasting.
Right
but
here.
look at this, yep. Go ahead, Mike. Go.
Boomhauer, the 95, Boomhauer, they make it 3 right. He was stuck in the middle, lost a little speed. Jake got a push on the 99. Again, I'm learning these people's numbers. My bad for saying just the numbers.
It's all right.
Boomhauer,
It is difficult to, to pick up on that. So you're all right there, man. It is
oh, the
difficult.
Jackson Strong, my bad.
Jackson's
Well, as
99,
we talked
18's
about it
Boomhauer.
earlier, I really like the idea of going to defaults paint schemes for league races and stuff like that. Because it'll make it easier on the commentators too, because you can't switch your car colors from race to race and stuff like that.
Boomhauer
Oh
wisely
yeah.
gets out of that going into turn 2. We had Woodruff, Boomhauer, and Jackson Strong going 3 wide. Boomhauer wisely gets out of it so he doesn't get involved in anything, bring out anything, pulls that out. Good decision on his behalf as we go back to Wimpy Roofer right there. They got racing. Bad for You has got a mirror full of Roofer in that Mustang.
You know he's making a good move right now. Jake's coming up. He's in 4th place now. He was involved in the wreck earlier.
With Roofer and Jake both have had incidences within the last couple stages, so to see them back up front and not lose their confidence is real important for them.
Let's jump on board with Roofer and we'll jump behind him just to see how he's doing and see what lines he's taking. He's our second place car right behind the Barney Mobile. Bad for You. Bad for You takes him down to the shorter of the 2 straightaways here going into turn 2. Let's see if Roofer's got anything coming going through turns 2 and 3 down that long straightaway, guys. I'm just curious to see how he's going to do this. Roofer's a patient driver, but he's also meticulous at the same time like a lot of these guys out there. He's stalking, he's praying, he's sniping. Let's see if he can find an air in Bad for You driving style and take advantage of it.
I
Mike,
think we got Pendle in 3rd, Jake in 4th, and Habab in 5th. They're coming along. They're trying to get teamed up to catch up with these top 2 leaders. Looks like Bad. Looks like they're catching up a little bit of time, sticking together with the teamwork. It looks like I was watching Trey. He's working with the 78 car, I believe that is the green car. 79 car. Coming into the backstretch. MP Roofer still on the back bumper of Bad Moon's draft. Coming on the backstretch. Here comes turn 2. Pretty clean by everybody here. I'm on Woodruff now.
Roofer to the inside of Bad for You. They go down that short straightaway. He makes the move.
Man.
Is he going to make it stick? That high line is fast. Bad for You can get a great run. They touch a little bit. He thinks he's clear. Bad for You does not touch the wall. Gets run up. New leader. Roofer to the front. DSR.
And here comes Pendle and Jake passing Bad Moon. He must have hit the wall a little bit. They're working together. They're catching up to Roofer now.
I'm gonna have to, just for you guys, man. That's Bad for You, not Bad Moon.
Am I saying Bad Moon? My bad.
Yeah, you're all right, bub.
Hey, man, we appreciate you being up here. It is difficult to be in the booth for the first time, but, man, you wanted to be up here. We got you up here. It's great to have you here. Money Mike, part of Team Noco, great, fast competitor. The more you do it, the better you get. I'm not saying I'm great, but we know Alex Neb, one of the greatest. Oh, Brock! Oh, Bad for
Oh, we
You!
got a wreck on the back.
Yeah, Bad for You hits the wall hard inside of the 99 of Jackson Strong. The more you do it, though, Money Mike, the more you'll get accustomed to the numbers in each series, and the better it is.
Caution,
So,
isn't it? No, it didn't come out. Wow.
yeah,
That's a
no
surprise.
dandelion, guys. No dandelion.
Oh, the tray is in the grass too. Looks like they might have some tire wear getting loose.
Just want to give a shout out. Buck says, "Hey guys, what's up, Buck? How you doing out there? No Ghost is all great. It's Buck, and by the way, he wants everybody to know that Robbie needs to stay awake. He needs to have some of that Noco Cocoa to get to keep going for this race because we still got Daytona next, boys and girls. Let's keep going though."
Jake in the lead, Pendle in 2nd. I think Habab in 3rd. I think they was holding back a little bit earlier, saving some tires, and now they've worked their way back up into this lead. And Jake and Pendle, they looks like they're starting to pull away a little bit.
As you guys well know, though, on strategies, sliders, and custom setups, your strategy can be the same, but it depends on how your car wears out. Again, I like a looser car here. We know what the tire wear is. So, do you think these guys are playing a little safe so they can get to the front later and just mind their P's and Q's back here in the mid-pack backpack?
I think so. Right now, with a couple, that little wreck there, that slew a couple guys down. So maybe they, take a breather. Let's just gather ourselves back and You can't pass the leader that far back. Let's just work together and get closer to the leader.
Well, they ain't got too much time to breathe. This race is getting ready to come to a close real fast, you guys. Remember, this is
No,
only a 50% race that we're in.
Noko and Buck over here in the chat, they're killing me right now. Noko says, get back to the shop floor and push that broom. He not knows the words, but he said, keep, yeah, he said, keep cleaning the shop floors, guys. God, Buck and Noko, man, you guys are killing me right now. Looking at
You know
this,
how many laps are to go?
looking at this number 5 of Bad For You. A lot of damage on that Mustang. This wrapper, I mean, his paint scheme actually reminds me of a Caramello paint scheme, you know. And when I say that, Caramello. Bad For You had a great run. Bad
I
circumstances for him, though.
I believe 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go. They should have one more green flag
There's
pit
only
stop.
12 laps remaining, you guys.
12 to go. Robbie and Boom back here fighting it out. Two great guys, two great competitors, very clean. Let's see how let's follow along with them real quick. Robbie goes to the inside. He takes that '07, that white and blue Noco machine, takes it to the inside. Runs. Oh, look at that. Perfect turn on Boomhauer's part. Perfect turn. Boomhauer hits that yellow line, gets underneath him, down that long straightaway. Drag race. This is a drag race. We got Chevrolet versus Toyota power. Here we come, guys. Now we're going down the straightaway once again. This is coming out of turn 3. Who's got that horsepower? Who's got that drive? Who's got that line? Looks like Boomhauer does. They both get a little loose. And I think that Robbie Vids got loose and either went to the pit or he got forced down there on accident. That's unfortunate for him.
There
They had
has
a
been a
great race
couple
going.
people pitting. There has been pits have begun. I've seen Trey in the pits. Woodruff, I think, was in the pits.
We're on
Our
board real
leader
quick in
should
that
be
18,
on.
guys. Go ahead, Mike.
I think Jake's coming into the pits this time.
On board with that 18, my Keystone Cowboy buddy, Mr. Boomhauer, put on one heck of a show so far. We still got another race. Let's see if he's got something coming. He wants some redemption. He won 2 stages at Daytona on customs. He said, I like sliders too. So let's see what Boom's got for us. But man, he's looking good, strong. Mr. MP Roofer, man. I want to
Here
see
comes
Roofer.
pits.
Yeah, I want to see Roofer take this old Mustang and put her to
I
the
think
front.
Boom would wreck his grandma to win the next race.
That's awesome. I shouldn't say that, but that's just funny how you put that. Yes, Boomer is driving with some intensity. I like saying that word right now. We're talking about that. As is MP Roofer. Roofer's got a lot to prove for DSR. He wants to bring this one home for you out there, Ed, though. MP Roofer giving it us all in that 00 Mustang.
He's in the lead right now, I believe.
That's who we're following on board with, just to keep an eye on it, see what's going to happen. He does have that clutch pedal. He has talked about it. He can push it in and save fuel, which if you're saving fuel, you're losing speed. Losing speed saves tires. So all at the same time, he is saving, and winning.
Here comes Jacob Pendle and Boomhauer coming out of the pits behind him.
Mr. Woodruff Sport back here in this beautiful 93. I'm going to start calling him the Woodchuck Chuck Specialist because it sounds cool to say. Woodruff is a great guy. I got to race with him earlier. I did a practice race with him at Pocono. I was right behind him. He did beat me, but I can say by losing to Woodruff at Pocono by 10 cars, for me to be that close, I was happy. But we did have a couple good laps there. So good to see Woodruff up here, guys.
I think Jake is still your leader. Pendle in second. They got a 5-second lead above Roofer in third. Jackson Strong in fourth, and Habab in fifth. Currently.
Cars getting spread out. Pit strategy coming in. Got to come out
8 laps
smooth.
to go.
8 to go. 8 to go. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but yes, after obviously, after lap 8 is 7. We all know that. I'm not being intelligent there, but I just want to say 7 heaven to Noco out there. He's going to try to make it 7 in a row coming up here on Sunday night. We'll get back to that here in a minute, Mike. I want you to take this in, man. Take us in. Finish this out, buddy.
If you go ahead, I'm trying to keep track of the laps and stuff. I'm watching Jake stream while we do this.
Hey man, we do appreciate that. Anything helps. Yeah, we're on board with Jake right now. We got the MPP behind him. No pit Pendle following right down the straightaway. Jake goes to the inside. Looks like he's trying to break that draft up. Yes, you do break the draft up, but in my opinion, you make that track even longer and harder to get into the corner. But these guys are so talented. They know what they're doing. They have a strategy in their mind. They're going to make this work for them. As we
Oh,
see,
Jake
no
in the
pit Pendle.
wall.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yep.
The 7 laps to go right now. Pendle's gonna have the speed. He's gonna take the lead away from Jake.
Yeah, that bump in the wall was definitely a little devastating to him right there. Both coming below that yellow line. Back on the gas real quick. 160 mile an hour. If I know when I hit turn 2 like that, coming out of that 160 plus, I know I hit that great. Everybody has their own opinion on this. We talked about it earlier on what corner of this track, if not all three. You have to have 3 perfect corners, but when you hit one, it seems like the other 2 just seem to hit perfect afterwards to keep that lap up. Jake right behind Pendle going down the straightaway, kind of trying to get the draft. Pendle comes down trying to break the draft. No, they're snail trailing down the straightaway.
Oh, Habab is taking over in third. Roofer's holding him, and Roofer's gonna have a little battle for third. I think that's where your fresher tires came into effect in the long run.
Oh,
They gotta
go ahead.
go ahead.
No. I was just going to say I was going to click back there and I over clicked it, but there we go. I
Oh,
think we're right back onto it. Yeah.
I
Rupert,
think
man, I know he wants to really. Golly, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to hit the right buttons at the right time. Archangel gave me 5 minutes and said, "Hey, by the way, you're broadcasting, not just commentating tonight. Thanks, I appreciate that, buddy. I'm still trying to learn
You're
how to
welcome,
do
man.
this." Oh, I think that's the 99 of Jackson Strong gets spun around, hits the apron.
oh.
Oh, still spinning around. Another car gets into him.
Here
Can't see who
comes
that is.
Trey. Trey
Trying to
passes by him.
car
Oh,
still
let's
spinning
see.
around. I believe that's Jackson Strong back there. You trade it. Yeah, that
Car.
was Jackson. Unfortunate for him, man. Wow, he was fast
Yeah.
too.
Let's see. They should. Oh, let me see what the lap count is. One sec.
Our man, the man of the hour right now,
Woodruff.
Eto's still out there in YouTube world paying attention, man. Great to have you out there. And he says, "Get him, Roofer."
Roofer sitting in fourth place right now. Him and Woodruff are. Woodruff is about 2 seconds behind him. I'm trying to see how many laps are left. It should be about 4 to go, I believe.
Jake makes a move on Pendle. Heading into 3, he takes the lead from him as they go through 3. Pendle's trying to cross him back over, digs back to the inside.
Both of them talented. They know how to drive this track. I just don't want to see them overdrive the track or you overdrive them ahead right now. Race the racetrack, not the racers. We always say, guys. But when it comes down to that black and white checker flag, things happen. You push as we see. Oh yeah, look at that right there. Pendle to the
Oh,
inside.
there
Little
it
bit of
is.
contact. Little bit of
4 to
contact.
go, boys. 4 to go.
Four
This is
to
4 to
go.
go. Yes, when they come by the line, will be 3 to go.
Man, these guys
They
are
got a
putting on
pretty
one heck
comfortable
of a
lead. They're
show.
fighting for playoff points right now. Pendle, he's saying, "Hey Jake, I want to get some of those playoff points too." He wants that win. I've talked to Pendle today. He really wants to win. And it's going to have a good battle. That's what you was talking about earlier today, pre-race. Teammates, playoff drivers. Are you going to make that move? They got a comfortable lead. They can go 1-2. Do you make the move to go for the win?
Is that 1 point going to make a difference at the end of the year? In my opinion,
Exactly.
yes. Yes, it will. So you want that point. It is your teammate, so you do drive him a little bit differently. You're not going to give him
Yes,
as
sir.
much bumper, but you will give him some bumper. But that 1 point can come down and be a beneficiary factor at the end. Go ahead, Mike. I'm going to let you take it, buddy. Come on, run with this.
Oh, I'm watching the leaders now. Jake and Pendle. Habab sitting in third place. He's about 7 seconds, 8 seconds behind the leader. Roofer is making up some ground with him as he, I believe, is right on his tail. Woodruff is in fifth. They're coming to, I think, what is it, 2 to go?
Yeah, it should be.
Guys, these guys are trying their best. They have the same paint scheme. They're racing out hard. They want this win. Everybody wants those points. Just to get a win in general. In Giggity, as I
Jake's
see a
back
car
out
spin.
front.
Yeah, I see a car spin way out back. But to get a win in Giggity, but to get as many as some of these guys do, even to get a podium here in Giggity with the talent that we have. That's why you push so hard, because you want to be on that podium at the end of the night.
When they come around, it should be NOCO 1 to go. When they cross the start finish.
NOCO 1 to go. How's it feel to be the sponsor of the last lap out there, NOCO? I know you're watching, buddy.
Call the no-go lap for a reason.
We'll switch to this car angle real quick just because, again, I think it's really cool. It gives us a better perspective on how things are going to happen. Who's going to drive it in hard? Who's going to be conservative? Who's going to get that checkered flag in here? It looks like there it is, guys. I think Jake just got it, didn't he? Or is there still one more to go?
I think it will be the NOCO 1 to go. They are on the last lap right now.
Yep, there we go, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see what MPP can do. Drives in
Here's
it real
the moves.
hard. There it is. Gives him a little bit of a bump, but a lot of respect.
Catches draft here, he's gonna have to get a good turn 2, and
He
you
just
know,
bumped the
turn
wall.
3 is gonna determine this race if he can get into that draft right here.
Yeah, it looked like MPP back there hit that wall just a little bit. He lost a couple tenths, and that's just enough. A couple tenths is a car 2 lengths. That's all Jake needed. Jake's going to come down this small straightaway, take it into turn 3, and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think Jake will be your winner, but it's not over until the fat lady sings. Do not hit that apron. Don't make a mistake. Stay out of your own mirror. Stay out of your own head.
Oh yeah, he got a clean slate. It will be Jake followed by Pendle.
Hey, I called it. Woohoo!
Looks
Man,
like
that was
Roofer's
one
going to
heck of a
take.
race.
Roofer's going to take 3rd place.
Good for Roof,
Woodruff
man.
4th. Trey 5th. Robbie 6th. Boomhauer 7th. Oh, they're still racing, but okay. Correction. It's Roofer 3rd. Woodruff 4th. Robbie 5th. Trey 6th. Boomhauer got 7th place. Jackson Strong 8th. Bolt Crusher had some trouble at the beginning. He finishes in 9th, and Bad for You Racing 19, 10th place. That's your top 10.
Good job coming back, Roofer. That's a good finish for you, buddy.
I know he's a little disappointed because how strong he was earlier, but he was competent. But that is a great finish for you. So do not hang your head high, man. Roofer, you drove one heck of a race, dude. Again, to beat anybody, and then not only to do that, but just to be on the podium, to win a race a second. Anyway, we all know what it feels like to be, how competitive it is in Giggity. So, guys, this is awesome, man. And like I said, I love being up here and doing this. This is why, because these guys right here put on the show. We got our top 3 written down. We'll bring them into the post race after. What's the next track, Mike?
Daytona.
Daytona. If anybody remembers that old video game, like I said the other night, I love how they used to sing that Daytona. I'll say it again because it sounds cool. We still have a big track to come up. That is going to be a anybody,
Barn burner.
anybody, yes, barn burner. Anybody of anybody can win there. Especially if you go and you're drafting and the person you're drafting with hangs you out to dry, you know.
Yes, I do.
All
Okay,
right,
guys.
ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna split this broadcast off. That way, we don't have both races run together. While these guys are qualifying, y'all go get you something to drink. Ed, you tell somebody to get you something to drink because you ain't getting up and moving, buddy.
As Noko says, I'm getting the popcorn. Daytona. That is a popcorn race.
I need
for
some
you guys.
popcorn. That
I know,
sounds
real
good.
quick. I think I'm going to go pop some now that I said that, too. Thanks, Noko, for making me think of it. Now, Arch and I are both going to do that. Real quick, Mike, take us off.
You got what? I wasn't even paying attention. My bad.
Archangel, Money Mike,
Uh-huh.
Puddin, Xfinity, Pocono race. Congratulations to our podium. Congratulations to everybody who participated. We were coming back. We'll see you in about 10 minutes at Daytona.